Hey TikTok, let's talk about what influences our sexual pleasure. You might think it's just a personal thing, but it's so much more complex. There are societal, cultural, and structural barriers that can get in the way. First, let's talk about societal views and control of sexuality. In some places, sexual desire and pleasure are seen as threats, leading to censorship, regulation, and even oppression. For instance, take gender inequality. Women, transgender, and intersex individuals often lack the information or agency to discuss or negotiate their own pleasure. This can be due to societal norms or lack of education. So, how can we break down this barrier? By ensuring everybody, regardless of their sexuality or gender identity, has access to the information and resources they need to understand and advocate for their own pleasure. Also, it's important to address the structures of power and oppression that can target social inequality and target specific groups for harassment and violence based on their sexual behaviors and identities. Obviously, this can seriously impact their ability to experience pleasure. In theory, the solution is ultimately to leverage enabling factors, sex positive education, widespread access to the internet, and more. These can all promote diverse forms of sexual pleasure. Ultimately, just look at these pleasure principles from the Pleasure Project. We can just fundamentally tell that pleasure is a multifaceted, intersectional issue. So ultimately, it's about understanding and addressing these societal, cultural, and structural barriers. It's about using every tool we have to make sexual pleasure more attainable for everyone and to promote a world where everyone's pleasure is recognized, respected, and championed.